politicians want a bit more. So what I mean by that is, guess, when the pandemic was on the lockdowns and everything like that, even in Cavan, we had to had meetings on Zoom and, other apps which we had to use to communicate with other county councils and things like that. And now I was in a few. I didn't put in a request for anything like that. I was in with a few, just listening to what they had to say and what were they planning to do and this that. So I was in with a few meetings. I might as well say straight. And obviously we couldn't meet in person. We had to do it over online. But guess what? County councillors, TDs, and everything like that get expenses. And guess what? The way they say it, mileage. So mileage, if you don't understand in words, it's kind of for petrol. So basically, this is kind of for fuel allowance, which are given the county councillors and things like that for sitting at home and using their own internet. So basically, they're claiming for their internet and for talking on Zoom. Great country, and then they turn around and say, we can't pay the nurses. This is what they turn around and do. So county councillors is getting a big pay rise, in other words. Because let me take it. Because as I said, there was a county council in Westmeath claim for toilet paper. He claimed 32 something, 32 euros and 30 something cents for toilet paper for his home because he wasn't in his office, so he had to claim for toilet paper, which is the biggest. I never seen such a man in my life claiming 32 euro for toilet paper. And he got it. He got it. He got it. There was no questions asked. Again, that's more or less what I have to say because I don't know, like he's so miserable, and that's just the word. I've seen Cavan people be miserable, but my God, man, 32, he's even putting down for toilet paper. This is what you have to deal with in this country. Now I didn't claim. I was in with a few meetings. We were in different meetings about different things. There was one actually for Cavan Day, which I was in, and obviously it was county council there. I was just listening. I didn't say anything. I just listened to what they had to say, and how it was going to work and this that. The online effect and things that just going through things. And I don't know was any county councils in Cavan going to claim anything. I haven't heard anything yet about it, but they have. I know Cavan county councils have got expenses. In the last few months, I think one of them got 32,000 of an expense. I can't remember who for the life of me. I actually can't remember. But it was something like 32. I remember it at the top of my head, but I can't think of it. It was Fianna Fáil. It was Fianna Fáil County Council, but God knows I can't think of it now. It's actually gone on my head. But yeah, and then there was one for I think the highest was 32,000. And the rest were under 32,000. Yeah, it was what I'm right in saying that. I think But yeah, so basically get this. So basically, and as I said, the Shannon people in the Shannon, the Shannon, yeah. They got 4.2 million, the whole lot of them. Not each now, but the whole lot of them got which equaled 4.2 million euro. We had to give out to them, and that's not even including anything else. They probably claimed a huge amount of expenses, but again, it's a huge burden on the taxpayer, isn't it? Because again, I could have turned around and said, I want to get money for going into this meeting and things like that. And I wouldn't do that. I suppose I wouldn't do that because I was interested any meeting I went to online. You wanted to know what was happening and what was going on. It was just basically being nosy. So I was just not many times I spoke, but I just listened to what was happening and everything like that. But again, it's very. If you ask me, I don't think they should be claiming. I suppose I don't think. I understand maybe if they were going up to Darlow, they might claim for fuel allowance. Say if they were going from Clare to Dublin, it would be a fair price for fuel. I understand that. For example, or going from Cork to Dublin, it would be a fair price you have to pay for fuel, and I understand that. That's understandable. You get knocked off a bit. But this is a joke. And then the toilet paper. I would love to see any more to county councils making up this excuse just to get 32 euros out of for toilet paper. And I'm not joking. I'm really not joking. I'm not going to say the name of the county council in Westmeath, but I'm not going to say anything with that. It probably will be talked about soon. But yeah, definitely I've seen it. I've seen it on a page, which I have seen, for different expenses for different county councillors, across the country. So we have to wait and see. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he was put down as something wrong, but I don't know. But that's what I read. That's what I read. Toilet paper. Unless it's some, I don't know. Unless they're using toilet paper, some kind of sheets. I wish it wouldn't surprise them. But anyway, great country.